Sup dudes, it's TDG here. So, for this speed paint, it will be much different because I will be talking, and that's always fun because YouTube is a dick right now, so I don't want to risk of another copyright. So, what you are watching today is a speed paint of me actually working on just a rough sheet for an auction of what's called a Dutch angel dragon. It's a species that was made by Eno89777. If you want to know more about them, I'll leave the link of to their website. Really great species that I really love, and they're super cute and fun just to design and it's just full of fun. So this design with Dutch Angel Dragons, you're able to take something and you could base it off of what the design, and for this design I did a Godzilla design. Now this is a auction. I'm going to be auctioning this off for money and stuff. I just thought it would be fun, and I'm like, I want to design something, so I made this, and I'm like, I'm not really going to use it for anything, so I thought, why not just make some bucks off of it. And it was actually really fun to design. Godzilla is really a really cool to me. I grew up with Godzilla. I watched all the movies. It's pretty crazy. And what's funny is that I'm like sitting there and I'm like, oh, what should I make this angel dragon based off of? I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, I'll make it off this. But then I'm like, nah, I don't like that. And then I'm like, oh, I'll make it off of this. And then I'm like, nah. But then I'm like, why not do a Godzilla? That sounds like a fun idea. Now, I did Godzilla because I really wanted to do something with like the spikes or horns on the back that he has, and I thought that would be really cool to have on an angel dragon. All those cool stereotops, spikes, whatever they are called. I don't really know exactly, but it was really fun. They were a little hard for me to design because I'm like, how should I have it? I knew how I wanted it, but it's like drawing it out. It's very difficult. And then I do the wings separately here because I wanted to show, of course, the back, like how it would look like. So I just kind of drew the wings separately on a different part of the sheet. So yeah, I'm just working on the wing. It was really fun. Thinking of colors was difficult, though. I knew, of course, I wanted to do the color palette that Godzilla had. I kind of was going on and off of if I should go for the 2014 version, because he's very red. He has a very red hue, not too not too saturated, but a nice red, really red hue. So it was kind of difficult. So I kind of went with both. I went with the old version where it's kind of that gray color, but I did add in some nice red to it because red is, I think it's a little threatening. I think that's why they kind of made Godzilla kind of red in the new movie. But yeah, it's really great. The whole kind of dull red, I guess you could say that it is, really worked out. I was originally going to have actually a marking on the lower jaw of it, but I decided not to, and then it go down the bottom of its neck, and then the belly, and then the tail, but I decided not to. I thought it would look more nicer if I didn't have that. Tail feathers. Dutch angel dragons usually have tail feathers. I thought I should incorporate tail feathers somehow, and so I kind of just went with the typical, there's 5 of them and such, and kind of the design of them. And I switched the wing over so it matches the tail feathers because I usually like doing that. I did make a headshot just so you could kind of see closer up. Funny enough, I actually just kind of traced this over my angel dragon, Umi, her rough sheet, and just kind of used this as a template because I was kind of being lazy, but I did do a little bit of editing, so it was a little fixed, but change the head shape a bit and such, and of course add the fur on the neck. I normally do these same feet markings. It's kind of just how I do it. But the way I did them, I really liked. They look really nice on So you see that, of course. I hate making paw prints. They are the worst. They were my worst enemy, I swear. But of course I try really hard because angel dragons, they're interesting enough. If you read, they are horse-like dragons with a horse-like snout, and then they have paws, and just their designs are really cool, and I like to see the different designs, and I like designing them and just kind of making my own thing, and it's really fun to do. So I'm adding the color palette. It's sometimes hard, especially with creatures, because I'm like, oh, should I add this here? But I figured it out. And then I gotta write Godzilla. And then I kind of forgot how to spell inspired. So I'm like sitting there, I'm like, oh, how do I spell inspired? Because I'm a derp sometimes, so I don't know how to spell it. So yeah. And then I show you the picture. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.